Hey everybody, it's Mike from Landon Custom Classics. Got a new little toy to try out today. We're going to do a video on. This is a $69.99 on here. They dropped them down to $59. This is a Vevor air jack. I got it at the local discount store. So I figured we'd pick one up for 59 bucks and give it a try. So let's check her out. I personally wouldn't use one of these for anything other than changing a tire without lifting it up, putting jack stands under it. If you changing tires, you can pop it up, zap the tire off, use it, not have to worry about it, but wouldn't stabilize a car that you're working under. So let's open it up, we'll look it over, and then if I need, we'll pause her here and get some tools. Got some airlines here, I see. Technical data. Only used in the process of rising and falling. And if to support the cart, please use safety stands. Yep, right there. Only be used for the skirt part of the car, which is right under the edges here. So make sure you clean your compressor out. Normal operating pressure is in the range of 5 to 10 kilograms centimeters squared. We'll have to figure that out to PSI, I guess, unless it's on the other side. Nope. Well, we'll hold on to that. Okay, we'll probably be doing some pausing and doing some stuff here, getting tools, whatever. Here you have the main jack part, and it's got wheels on it. When I was in the military, we used a lot of pneumatic jacks, but they had a body on them. Looked more like a hydraulic jack, kind of. Or these new style ones, it's just the rubber. We'll set that there. You know, that's going to be our base. Got our handle here. There's another part to it. Okay. So here's our handle. Looks like it's got to go that way. Oh, that's going to bolt to our base right there. So the handle's going to go about like that. Should have a screw to secure it there. And we have our little valve body here. Your compressor air fitting there, your lever to add air there. You can turn it either inside or outside. Inside's nice for storage, then you don't hit these cheap little handles and bend them. These aren't very big. All these little valves have cheap little handles. This one right here, it has a little screen on there so the air don't come out at you at a million miles an hour and particles. Open that to lower it. Has a little air release deal there. If you overpressure, it probably would go too. Even this doesn't tell you the PSI rating on it, so I have to do that. And then this is gonna bolt to your handle up here. It goes on right there. So not much to putting it together here. Looks like I'm gonna need a wrench and a Phillips screwdriver. There's not much of instructions to it to put it together or anything here, so we'll count the screws. There should be 4 of one kind to go there, one kind, 2 maybe, one kind to go in the handle, and 2 here. So see, these 2 here are Allen. They should fit there. Those are to tighten and loosen the handle and junk there. It looks like this hose should come up here. Let's see, I don't know. No. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh, okay. It comes up here. Goes in here. And then you got to pull it out up here, I believe, to run it to the controller. Got a rubber piece in there or something. stuck on. So we're going to get all these Phillips ones here, and they have little nylon nuts. And put the bottom on the ground. You want the nut up so it's not making your surface uneven. And it's actually, didn't notice that, but it's beveled under here to hide your screws away so they don't make your jack unlevel. Yeah, here in a second I'll run and grab my Phillips screwdriver and a wrench that'll fit these. We'll get her pretty well assembled first. Then I gotta do my math on my pressure. See what our operating pressure will be in PSI. It's all in European talk here. Metric. See there. Take one of those Allens in the shop with me too, so we can get an Allen wrench to set the handle up where we want it. Nope, just dropped a nut. Usually I do that when I'm lifting. Okay, one more of these, one more nut. I'll have this portion put together there. And then when we get done, got this 68 T-Bird sitting here with a big block 429 in it. Might back it up a little so we can get a better camera shot here, but we'll pick this sucker up, see what kind of power she has. Run our hose through here. Not as hard as I thought it might be. There you go. There you go, right through that hole. Here you go. So, got that. See where it connects on here. Oh, okay, it's got a little nut you tighten here. You put the piece on here, the hose on here, then you tighten this piece down so it's going to go on the hose. Put the hose in here, and then tighten this down, and it'll lock it on there good. So that's pretty nice. So we'll take this little nut here and these two screws here, and we'll go grab some tools real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got our Phillips screwdriver that fits these screws. You want to make sure your Phillips fits really good, especially when you're tightening bolts. 10 mm, of course. Figured that's what the nuts would be. And then our air connector is 13 mm. So set that there. Put our air controller on here. Let's see, does it have a beveled side? No. Put our screws down, or the nuts underneath on this side. Okay, then we'll go through and tighten everything up. We don't really want this handle. Oh, I forgot a Allen. Darn it. Forgot to grab one of those. So I'll get that and I'll be right back. Okay, so the Allen that we're going to need for this Vevor jack is a 5 mm. So we'll put these two in here. Get that pretty well centered. And we'll run our 5 mm in there to hold the handle where we want it. Yeah. Hard to center it when you don't have the air stuff already hooked up. Okay, put this on. Get them pretty tight when you're doing mechanic work. You don't want things coming apart. Okay, now put our 10 mm on our nuts here. Screw these babies in tight. get it so tight and then cinch it up some with the wrench. You can get a lot more torque with the wrench than the screwdriver. Once you get it tight, a lot of the time one side will kind of hold itself when you're trying to do this. So hope I got this where y'all can see it good. Move her over a little further here. Got these two bolts, got these done. We'll get these done, and then I don't want a whole bunch of extra hose hanging out, so we'll cut off our excess here so we don't have a mess, because you want things to be clean and stuff when you're working on cars. You don't want a mess to have to fool with. So we'll get our handle cinched up here. This is pretty easy, straightforward setup here. And like I was telling my dad earlier, kind of want to find a little tank to put in the bed of my truck and run an onboard compressor setup to where I can fuel up with air while I'm driving. Then if I need air for tires or anything like that, have a hose and all that, you could put this in my truck toolbox pretty easily. You could jack up cars with it on the side of the road. It's probably a fairly well built jack here. And for the price, you can't beat it. The only problem is it don't tell you all the specs on this little cheap box from the store. So I'm going to look up the specs here in a minute. Then I can get you all the weight limits and all that stuff. I think these are supposed to lift like 3 or 4 tons or something. I'm not sure, but we'll get all the info for you, and then I'll finish my video. Put her under here, get the compressor set at the right PSI, and get her put together. So almost fully assembled here. All we have left to do, hook up this air line here. So what you're going to want to do with this, make sure you have the fitting on in the right direction with the threads toward the fitting there. Run this down here. Then we're going to leave a little extra. Get my knife out here. We'll cut this off. Have a little bit, but I don't want a lot of play. Say, things you can get caught on are dangerous when you're being a mechanic. Okay, so that fits up there nice. Has a nice little arc, a little extra room so you're not like forcing anything. Work your fitting back up there, and it's tight. Okay, and then we're going to take our 13mm and snug that up. Oh, it says right here, max load 3 tons. And the height in that is in centimeters. Says the minimum height, well, it's down, is 13.5 centimeters. Fully raised, it goes to 40 centimeters. That means it'll go up about 4 times what it's sitting now. Get that good and snug. Then I'll look up the conversion for the air pressure, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, so I looked this up, and the rating on here converts to about 71.5, 72 psi to 114 psi, which I got my compressor at 110 right now. It's turned off. We're gonna throw her under here. We'll have plenty of air to see how she works. So make sure both your valves are closed so you're not losing pressure or feeding pressure while you're hooking up. And my compressor hose ain't the greatest, but we'll do this slow here. perfect for changing a tire. Like I say, we got onboard air. You can hook this up and use this to a lot safer than a scissor jack probably. Change your tire on there, and if this valve's good, it's not leaking or anything, you can unhook your air and it'll stay right there until you pull your release here. Always go very slow because these things can be touchy until you at least get the hang of it. Let your air out here. Like I said, this is pretty heavy rubber here, so I think you're fairly safe. A lot of people say, oh, it's rubber, I don't want it to get punctured and pop on me, but these tires are rubber too, and they'll run you over 100 miles an hour down the road. So I think we got a pretty good little product here. This is not a paid review. I just bought this on my own. Nobody gave me anything. Nobody paid me to do this. I just bought this for a good deal and figured we'd check her out. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.